Got for the Saints is Kevin Hazelden, and he's 4 years old and attends Nicholmere Junior School in Ashton in Makerfield. Big occasion for him. As you can see, conditions are at best diabolical. It's been raining most of the day, pools of water on the pitch, just about playable. The Saints team I'll give you now. Number 1, Phil Beavers. Number 2, Mark Bailey. 3, Sean Allen. 4, Paul Laughlin. 5, Dennis Litherland. 6, Eric Hughes. 7, Neil Holding. 8, Tony Burke. Number 9, Graham Liptrot. Number 10, Andy Platt. Number 11, Paul Round. 12, Roy Haggerty. And 13, Chris Arkwright. 2 subs tonight, Paul Doherty and Paul Forber. Castleford in the traditional amber jerseys and black shorts. Well, there are 1 or 2 changes, 1 or 2 unfamiliar names in this Castleford lineup this evening. Number 1, Dave Ruckley. Number 2, Chapman. Number 3, Plange. Number 4, Lord. Number 5, Greatback. Number 6, Payne. Number 7, Southernwood. Number 8, Hartley. Number 9, Horton. Number 10, Fletcher. Number 11, Mountain. 12, England, and 13, Higgins. 2 subs, number 14, Jones. Number 15, Ketteridge. Great applause for the Saints coach and his assistant Eric Chisnall there. Very successful reign so far at the Saints since taking over. The Saints, of course, need the 2 points in their drive for second place. 2 home games, looking for 4 points out of 4. And we start in these atrocious conditions. Handling will be difficult tonight. And the Saints forwards get their first tackles in. Arkwright in straight away. Referee quite correctly there gives the forward pass. In line, couldn't do anything else. Nice. The summariser tonight for the first half, as usual, Ron Hoof. Well, Ron, tricky conditions tonight.
Yes, very tricky out there, Alex. It's a bit quaggy there in the middle. If we can get it to the side, it doesn't look too bad. Hopefully, see how it goes.
Right, tonight's referee. Saints get the ball out of the scrum. And tonight's referee, Mr. Smith of Halifax. Graham Liptrot, acting half-back, goes left to Andy Platt. And Castleford, of course, with their eyes on Wembley. Graham Liptrot goes blindside. Inside to Paul Laughlin. Liptrot again. Well, the pass was unsuccessful. It went into touch. The scrum count this evening should be higher than usual if the conditions are anything to go by. It's the Castleford scrum half, Southernwood, to feed. Saints forwards pushing up. Roy Haggerty involved there, driving the Castleford player back. Roy Haggerty in characteristic appearance there. Socks rolled down. Tackling a little loose. Last tackle. And Castleford clear their lines in, I was going to say in traditional fashion, but the ball out on the full, and it's a scrum back, the point where the ball was kicked. Neil Holding to feed. Neil Holding probes for the gap. The Saints will take this ball now towards the popular side. Trot as ever, Arkwright. Lip Trot the pivot as ever. That's Tony Burke driving through. Round. Round again. Graham Littock goes blindside again. Inside to Paul Round, not quite on the burst. Rounder keeps it going. Castleford defence holds out, but they're under pressure. And the referee gives the handover. Castleford pinned on their own line now. Solid tackling by the Saints early on. It's again Chris Arkwright in hard. Castleford kick deep into the Saints half. Phil Views now will run it out for the Saints. Doesn't get through the front line of Castleford defence. Arkwright had some tremendous games recently, Chris Arkwright. Neil Holding to play the ball. Arkwright again, acting half-back. This is Andy Platt. Very difficult to try and make the ball available in these conditions. Very greasy ball. Open rugby is very, very difficult. Now the Castleford team tonight shows many changes. A lot of injuries, of course. Ball's loose, and we have yet another scrum. Neil Holding with the put-in. And that's one against the head. Southernwood, the Castleford scrum half. Saints get in line. And Castleford swing it right. Excellent play by Castleford, keeping the ball alive despite the conditions. And the ball goes loose and it's Saints possession. The crowd very generous in their applause for the Yorkshire team. Platt sends his opponent flying temporarily. Now Roy Haggerty. Great buzz of anticipation from the crowd for his recent displays. Keeps the ball alive. Saints keep the ball moving. And that's a good kick. It's turned the Castleford full back. Give a chance for these Saints forwards to push up. Here's the Saints front line of tacklers. Well, Castleford doing the best to keep this ball alive, Ron.
Yes, they're doing the best. I mean, Saints are throwing it about well. As you said, the conditions are real bad, but the ball's getting plenty of air, Alex.
This is a dangerous break by Castleford. Centre plunge, that is. Plunge taking the plunge. Once again, the conditions can be blamed for the handling error. Graham Liptrot trying to win the ball again for the Saints. He's won a prodigious amount of ball in the last few games. This is Paul Laughlin now acting half-back. Chris Arkwright taking them on as ever. And Neil Holding with the attempted grubber kick, but Chapman fields. Laughlin in with the tackle. Castleford have the numbers here. That's the number 11, Mountain. Dean Mountain for Castleford. The Saints cover defence. Quickly snaffles out that Castleford movement. That's Roy Haggerty at the forefront as ever. Speculative grubber kick there. Phil Beavers. Good run by Phil Beavers there. The Saints take the ball towards the popular side. Arkwright. Arkwright to Haggerty. Tried the short one. Once again the conditions preventing anything coming of it. So far the Saints have won 3 scrums to 1. Graham Liptrot dominating as he did on Sunday. It's the Castleford number 12, Keith England, receiving attention. Castleford second rows, England and Mountain. The referee wants the scrum further out towards the touchline. Holding has it to Arkwright. Hughes. Beavers in the line. Received the ball. Trying to force his way forward. Liptrot. This is promising. Holding in the line to Haggerty. Haggerty's well held, but he's still going. Holding now. Holding goes inside. Tries to keep the ball alive. He does so. The Saints still have it and they're still going forward. Good run there by Neil Holding. Holding again. It's Tony Burke looking for support. It's Liptrot. Graham Liptrot with Saints' first try there. Well, Ron, Graham Liptrot certainly looked a very lively character in the loose, certainly the last 5 games.
Well, yes, brilliant try there, Alex. As you said, Saints are looking hungry tonight. They're playing well, they're holding the ball in atrocious conditions, as you say. We've got about 13 minutes gone already. And Liptrot goes over for a try. He's been playing brilliant the first few, 5 or 6 minutes, and it's paid off here now. Paul Laughlin attempting to convert Liptrot's try. Yes, and it's there.
Well played, Paul Laughlin. Well, Maurice Bamford was at the St Salford game, Ron. One interesting omission, a certain Saints second row forward, I could mention.
Yes, I would say so. He must have gone for watch Darren Bluer because he picked him in his squad.
And needless to say, Roy Haggerty's the player we're championing here. No room in Bamford's squad. Very surprising omission as far as I'm concerned. Castleford defence up very quickly now. And Tony Burke, big-hearted forward. Always gives his all. Haggerty. Neil Holding now. Neil Holding looks dangerous tonight, Neil. He's threatened on a few occasions, just not quite beat the final tackle. And the attempted pass going forward there off a Saints player. And referee Smith has no option there but to call yet another scrum. Southernwood to feed for Castleford. Both sets of forwards having difficulty packing down tonight. Hartley, Norton and Fletcher in the Castleford front row. And Saints have it. Neil Holding. This is good football. Beavers in the line. Paul Laughlin. With that characteristic long stride. Arkwright, New Jersey. They'll need them at half-time anyway. Saints keep this ball alive. Arkwright again. And dare I say it's in the pinner roll this evening. Graham Littrot. The crowd who are now, they've seen something untoward there. Graham Littrot to Arkwright. Chris Arkwright's in absolutely unstoppable mood. And a missed move by St Helens. Neil Holding. It'll be another 6. The Saints can settle down again. Neil Holding. A short ball by Graham Littrot. Littrot again. Yes, clear forward pass there, Ron.
Unfortunately, it was a forward pass. It was a nice little ball off Platt, but it was forward.
Another scrum. We're going to have a lot of these scrums, as I said at the start. And Saints win it. Neil Holding turning through. Saints so close. I thought Holding was going himself there. Saints swing it along the line. The referee presumably penalises Saints for obstruction there. A very promising move that, I won't say gone to waste. And Castleford to take the tap. Cass opened it out on the first tackle, still keeping it moving. Once again the ball pops out. Once again, good support by Castleford. A tackle by Arkwright. Paul Laughlin well in. Well, they're likening this lad Laughlin to Eric Ashton, Ron. Any comment about that?
Oh, he looks a bit similar, doesn't he, in stance and that. And if he's as good as him, we'll be all right.
Yeah, definitely one for the future. Now the vigorous tackling by Mountain there. Mountain in once again. Saints get the free kick. Offside. That's loose forward Higgins, Barry Higgins. Paul Laughlin to find touch, hopefully. Slices it somewhat, but it's a successful kick. Castleford left winger Payne got a hand to it. And once again, we have the spectacle of both sets of forwards. Saints ball again, holding Hughes. There's the runner. He's well held. Great tackling by the Cass. Here come the Saints again. Once again, the tackling's good. Saints will be looking for another try here. Got the line out. Ball turned inside. Momentum lost temporarily. Well, a hint of obstruction there. Referee waves play on. What do you think about that one, Ron?
Well, definite obstruction there. He kicked the ball. He was sandwiched out by two Castleford players, but referee wasn't interested.
It's the tap to Cass. Tackling a little loose there. Cass gained some valuable yardage. Switch inside. Great tackle. And Chris Arkwright at the hub of everything at the moment. This will be interesting. The ball goes to ground. Saved by Chapman. Roy Haggerty fancying his chances there as a soccer player. And very risky pass in these conditions. St Helens once again have possession. Holding. Right. A brilliant short ball. The support is superb. Ball round there to finish things off. Well, Paul Round, as we said on Sunday against Salford, Ron, much improved of late in a Saints shirt.
Oh, he's been tremendous these last few matches. He's looking really hungry for work, and it's paying off. He's backing up, tackling and everything. He's just tremendous. A lovely short ball to Platt there, and Round in support, and he scooted in just to the left of the sticks.
Yeah, it's a very good second row forward try from Paul Round. It's Paul Laughlin once again to convert. Pushes it wide of the upright. Very difficult kicking this evening. Conditions, as we've said, absolutely diabolical. The rain's teeming down. Some of the Saints players now barely recognisable. It'll be Southernwood, the Castleford scrum half, to restart. And just so with a little grubber kick. With a soccer playing Roy Haggerty. Roy Haggerty rather ambitious there, but the ball flew into touch. Thought he had some support. That's a scrum on the first tackle. Saints win it back, however. Bill Beavers. Saints make good ground despite the mistake. Very good ball that won against the head by Liptrot. We can just swing this towards the popular side. Arkwright finds there's no support but takes them on himself. Great run by Arkwright. Superb ball inside too. Good rugby by the Saints. Get that move going very well. Now there's numbers on this popular side. Haggerty, to his credit, trying to keep the game open, just about failed. Well, a great move by the Saints, Ron.
Yes, brilliant again. Arc right again. Brilliant. Saw the gap, scooted through the gap, then the ball comes across over here to Agatate, and unfortunately he unloaded and no support.
Well, the referee's given the free kick to Cass. Cass still trying to play some adventurous rugby despite the conditions. And that's Chapman for Castleford. Once again, the support's there. It's still there. Good ball out too. Saints a little short of numbers on that far side now. Let's see what Castleford can do. Suspicion of a forward pass. This will be interesting. Well, the referee gave a try in somewhat controversial circumstances, as you can hear. And that's the Castleford centre plunge. Well, Ron, your thoughts about that decision?
Well, full marks to Castleford. They threw the ball out. As he said, he come a good 50-odd yards. Plunge kicked it through over the Saints defence, followed it up. Another little kick. That was a try. I'll eat my hat. He definitely bounced it.
Well, Saints were certainly caught short on defence along that far side. Castleford exploited it to the full. And that's their opening score. And 10-6 now. Neil Holding to restart. Punches the ball deep into the Cas 25. Right. Once again, Cass come away with the ball. They're keeping this alive. Rubber kick comes through. Neil Holding misses the ball. It's Phil Beavers. Good run by Beavers. Now it's Saints who are playing the rugby. Still going. Neil Holding now. Once again, referee Smith gives the forward pass. Another sweeping move by Saints, Ron.
Yes, unlucky there again, Alex. Where the handling, I mean, considering the conditions, and the handling's pretty fair. And Arc right again, Paul round in support, Round driving forward again, a tremendous run by Round.
Well, the crowd didn't like that one. Castleford once again trying to keep this ball alive. Well, that always threatened. Very good anticipation. If anything, the kick was telegraphed. I didn't think he was going to go ahead with the kick, Ron.
No, it didn't look as though he was, and then he finally did. He only lifted it slightly out of his hands, holding there, sharp as a tack, saw the gap, and he was away. Castleford man got hold of him, but there was no chance of him stopping him, and another 4 points to Saints.
Well, Neil Holding certainly deserves that try. He's looked very lively so far this half. And this is Paul Laughlin again with the conversion. Once again, good contact, this time the other side of the post. They score now 14 points to 6 in favour of the Saints. Dennis Litherland now looking to get some mud on his kit. And Tony Burke, rather vigorous treatment on Tony Burke there. Referee stands over. Burke can take that and more with interest. Well, once again, the Saints forwards come in for the treatment. Liptrap with the tackle. Once again, Castleford keeping the ball moving. That's a superb short ball. Beaten by the conditions, unfortunate there. Well, credit to Castleford here. The last tackle now, what will Castleford do? That's well, he started off as an angular up and under, eventually going dead. Saints have the tap, and surprise, surprise, it's Roy Haggerty. Superb run by Roy Haggerty, came steaming through there. This is good rugby by the Saints, superb passing. The Castleford defence is up to it. Still going. Excellent rugby by the Saints, this. 60, 70 yard move. The ball should come down the line. So close. So close. The referee penalises the Saints for an offence at the play of the ball. Unfortunate that run. Once again, excellent running by the Saints.
Yes, excellent running, Alex. Brilliant, brilliant there. Move right upfield, arc right, round, and unfortunately just couldn't make it count.
Arc right and round, both having tremendous games for the Saints this evening. Castleford paid the penalty really for their open play. Kicking at the play of the ball, another 6 tackles. Indicated by referee Smith. Now a chance for Saints to once again make inroads into the Castleford half. Great support. That is an incredible try. An absolutely incredible try. Full mark to the Saints. Well run, champagne rugby here despite the conditions.
Oh, brilliant. As I've said before, the handling, considering the conditions, is tremendous. Brilliant try there by Bailey. Took the pass off Holding. It was a difficult pass to take, but he took it cleanly, scooted it under the sticks. Going to be another 6 points for the Saints.
Mark Bailey playing tonight in place of the injured Barry Ledger. I think there were many going to stop him there. Laughlin to convert the 4 points into 6. And he does with ease. Makes the score now 20 points to 6 with that goal by Laughlin. Well, certainly Saints have answered this call by Castleford to play some open football very well tonight. Rugby which absolutely belies the conditions. Is Bailey again. I apologise, Dennis Litherland getting in on the act. Well, the crowd don't like it, but it's certainly pushing Castleford back, and it's turning this full-back Ruckley. Superb dummy. Yes, excellent dummy. Last tackle now. The up and under. Punched back. Up and under, Mark 2. Well taken. Yes, well swept up by the Saints defence. Platt seemed to drive the Saints over the 25-yard line. The trot. Dennis Litherland. Not given much chance there. Lip drop dummies. Superb play by the Saints once again. Arkwright striding through. Nobody to touch this fella tonight. Saints switch the ball. Great play by the Saints. Still keeping the ball alive. Saints win the drop out from beneath the sticks. Well, a chance for another score before half-time, Ron.
Yes, it was unlucky there, Alex. Brilliant work by Saints. Come the length of the field. I think it was Andy Platt tried kick in the corner and touching goal off Castleford, so drop out under the sticks.
Neil Holding now. Jinks his way. Well, the referee said that Holding was held. And gives a free kick. And Neil trudges off now, disconsolately there. Cass with the tap. First man in. Saints win it. Arkwright. Castleford tackling, snaffles out the Saints movement there. Once again a promising move. They get the ball. Certainly Castleford still trying to play some open rugby wrong.
Yes, they're trying, they're keeping the ball moving. They're here again, trying to attack, and well tackled by Saints.
Missing one or two first team regulars this evening, Castleford. On the sixth tackle now. Saints wingers dropping back. And that's good play. Unfortunate there by Castleford. A very neat little short kick. Unfortunate with the support they had. Platt. Looking for the support. Not quite right. Once again the ball going to ground. Now. What a tremendous... Once again it's my play of the match so far. Arc right. Saints move the ball right. And Castleford defence holds out. Well, the ball didn't go down the line there as expected. So close. Castleford defence up very quickly. That could be to their disadvantage, and it is. And once again, it's Paul Round on the end of things. Well, I think the Castleford defence certainly made their intentions clear.
Brilliant again, Alex. What can I say? Arc right again, right through the middle. Looking right and left, obviously looking for the easy gap. Bailey was up in support, but obviously he couldn't give it him. Ball played out again. As you say, Alex, Castleford defence up to the misfortune, and Round in just to the left of the sticks. Brilliant again. Good team performance, terrible conditions. Brilliant.
And Laughlin is dead centre with the conversion. Score now 26-6. Very close to half-time. And there goes the half-time hooter. Well, the crowd are very, very pleased with this performance. The conditions are atrocious, but that's a very handsome lead to go into the dressing room at half-time with. Coach Murphy must be well pleased.
With you now for the second half. Ron Hoof with you. Alex Service summarising this half. Clean jerseys for Saints. Tony Burke bursting through. Graham Littrot acting half-back. Back to Paul Laughlin to kick up field. Castleford have the ball. Castleford approaching Saints 25-yard line now. Well tackled Tony Burke. Graham Littrot. Castleford move it left. Throwing it out. Well tackled Sean Allen. Both teams throwing the ball out, considering the conditions. Castleford substitute there. Tries to unload the ball. Quick work by Bailey. Spies the loose ball and drops on it. Saints moving it left now. Tony Burke. Tony Burke going like a train. Graham Littrot acting half-back. Moves it right. Arc right. brought down on the 25-yard line. Saints move it left, Paul round. On Paul round unloads. Graham Littrot scoops it up to Platt. Platt going forward. Oh, just couldn't get the short ball out there to Neil Holding in support. Must have been a good smother tackle. Saints move it right now. Lovely dummy there, Lippy. Oh, gets the ball inside to Sean Allen. Brilliant take that by Sean Allen. Brilliant ball by Littrot. Last tackle now for Saints. Neil Holding back to Paul Loughlin. Upfield. Good 50-yard kick, well taken by Rookley. Tries to gain ground. Slipped through one tackle, but he's nailed in the next two. Castleford moving it right. Ketteridge. Castleford keeping the ball moving, throwing it out a bit. Well tackled there by Sean Allen. Castleford spraying it out, plunge, tries to get the ball out, manages to get the ball out. But ball still going. Castleford spraying it. Last tackle now for Cass. Deep kick by Ketteridge. He kicks it dead, 25-yard. Tap out for Saints. Saints bringing the ball forward now. Graham Littrot, as ever, acting half-back. Short ball there to Andy Platt. Trying to unload. The support wasn't quick enough coming up. Neil Holding acting half-back. Moves it right. Haggerty on the run. Still going, Haggerty. Trying to unload the ball. Four round him. And was finally brought to ground. Just unfortunately lost a bit of ground there. Neil Holding acting half-back, moving it left to Graham Littrot. Out to Arkie, good ball to Arkie. Sees the gap, Arkwright again, brilliant this Arkwright, having a stormer tonight. Brought down there. Dennis Litherland acting half-back, Neil Holding kicks it downfield. Unfortunately, ball back. First scrum of the second half. Southernwood to feed. And the scrum collapses. Yes, free kick to Saints. Castleford loose arm he's give. Saints quick play the ball. Eric Hughes unloads. Yes, inside to Neil Holding. Neil Holding still going. Lovely jinking run by Neil Holding. 30 yards. I beg your pardon. 40 yards from Castleford try line. Graham Littrot, ball going left. Arkwright, ball going left. Lovely ball there. Dennis Litherland has the ball. Saints coming right now. Graham Littrot in the thick of things again. Lovely dummy. Both sides Littrot. Lovely ball. Lovely work by Littrot. 20 yards from Saints try line now. Castleford try line. Round still got the ball. Round going forward. Neil Holding to take. Acting half-back. Platt on a run. Yes! And a lovely try by Platt. Coming onto that ball there by Neil Holding. He's played it out lovely. Platt on the run. Super try, Alec.
Yes, Saints always threatened there. Castleford defence looking a bit worse for wear. I think any defence would, judging by the Saints barrage. Graham Littrot was superb there with dummying, going through, making valuable yards. Well, I hope Maurice Bamford's here tonight, Ron. Perhaps it might make him change his mind about one or two individuals.
Well, I would think so. I mean, some of our lads have been turning in some great displays now and overlooked. I know the squad he's picked is not going to be the squad, but he's picked some odd choices. And Loughlin kicks the goal there. Kick 4 tonight. Paul Loughlin already kicked 27 so far, so he's on a tally of 31 up to now. Castleford to kick off. Let's hope they'll be getting sick of this kicking off this half. Paul round gets the ball, bringing it forward. Plenty of tackling attention from Castleford. Graham Littrot acting up. Moves the ball left, arc right. Burke on the run. Brought down. Neil Holding, still jinking, still going. Saints play the ball, Roy Haggerty, round dummy run, Platty, lovely ball to Platty. Saints in support, yes, and who's there? Roy Haggerty again, in support as ever, and he's over right in front of the stick. No, he said he's on his back. Well, I don't know, Alex, what do you reckon?
Well, no comment, Ron. The crowd are making their own verbal protest. Tremendous ball inside by Andy Platt. Who else to get on the end of it but Roy Haggerty? Well, that mystifies me.
And he's penalised us to boot for mouthing. Castleford a quick play the ball, but they lose the ball. Saints now in possession. Saints on the attack. Liptrot coming right. Round up there. Saints rampant here now. We must make this count. Ball round. They finally got him down. Graham Liptrot acting half-back. Short ball to Liptrot. Sean Allen trying to get through. Tackled by 3 Castleford players. Liptrot now spraying it left. Arc right. Short ball to Platt. Inside to Round. Did well to hold that Andy Platt. An awkward little ball. Oh, Castleford ball. Unfortunately, Arky just couldn't slip through his fingers. Castleford number 14 there now, Jones. Come on in place of Lord. That's half time. Castleford to play the ball. Castleford moving it right. Running hard. Horton acting half-back for Castleford. Moving it back for the kick-up field. Mark Bailey. Out to Phil Beavers. Phil Beavers, you're still going. Neil Holding acting half-back. Neil Holding jinks through on his own. Ball to Arkwright. Arkwright steps 1, steps through 2 and gets it out to Beavers. Over to Liptrot, the ball's coming over this to the right, Sean Allen. Ball round, Mark Bailey inside. Just can't take the ball's into touch. Saints making a substitute now. Paul Farmer coming on for Tony Burke. Tony Burke had a great game so far. Good forward this Burke, Alex.
Well, once again, Ron, we're harping back to Maurice Bamford's selections. If it's one for the future, Grayson against Burke, there's only one choice you can possibly make.
Free kick to Saints now. Castleford feeding the scrum. Neil Holding to kick to touch. "20 yards from the Castleford try line. Andy Platt going like a bomb. Tries to unload, but a good smother tackle there from Castleford. Neil Holding acting half-back. Going to move this ball left to Graham Liptrot. Ball round coming on a dummy run. Paul Farber has the ball. Paul Farber to Lippy. Lippy brings it right. Little inside pass to Neil Holding. The Castleford defence was up to it. They spotted it. Graham Liptrot again. Brings it left. Andy Platt. Arky sees the gap. Lovely short ball to Haggerty. But he's well tackled. Lovely ball there from Arkwright. He's seen the gaps tremendously tonight. Ball Eric Hughes going over there to Roundy. Is he in? Yes, he's in for his hat-trick. Paul Round scores. Over to the left. Brilliant try again. Good teamwork. How about that, Alex?
Well, the change of direction paid dividends for the Saints. Round with a hat-trick, very well deserved. He's run well tonight, Paul Round, but once again enhancing his reputation over the last 5 or 6 matches. You know, nothing but credit as far as I'm concerned. His work rate, his tackling's improved, and there's another instance down the near side touchline where he tried to get his winger away, which deserved better. The ball went to ground, but first-class performance.
Well, we know Castleford are maybe a little under strength with Wembley on the mind, but we're certainly giving it to them tonight. Paul Loughlin lining up for this kick. Difficult kick. It's across the face of the goal. 36 points to 6 now for Saints. Castleford well renowned for their open rugby. They're not getting much chance tonight. Usually high-speed Cass. It'll be sizzling Saints in the press in the morning. Castleford to kick off once again. Straight into touch. Free kick to Saints from the halfway line. More favourable conditions. Loughlin would have had this over. Saints play the ball. Farber on the burst. Farber going like a train. Eric Hughes acting half-back. Ball comes back, scoops up. Oh, and he's given a knock on. What's he playing at, this fella? Scrum down anyway. Ball went back, knocked back clearly there. Southernwood to feed the scrum. Free kick to Saints, yes, feeding. Neil Holding, quick play the ball. Neil Holding, he must be in under the stick, near to the right of the stick. Scoots over, brilliant work by Holding. Saw the gap, quick play the ball, and he's there. Quick run through, brilliant try again, Alex.
Well, Ron, for me, listen to the applause for that. That's very much Neil Holding's strength. He's been threatening to do that all game. The only thing I can say is Darren Bloor, watch out.
Saints crowd here very appreciative of that. It's been a great night up to now. Brilliant try by Holding, what can we say? Good team performance, good handling. Handling's been tremendous considering the conditions. We've had 3 days now, I reckon, 3 days of more or less torrential rain. It doesn't look as though it's holding up too badly. It is muddy in the middle, but and the Loughlin, yes, he slots this one in between the sticks now. 42 points to Saints, 6 to Castleford. Castleford to kick off once again. Sean Allen coming forward. Graham Liptrot, as ever, acting half-back. He's having a good game in the loose lippy. Moves it left to Arke. Farber on the burst. Just over the 25-yard line now, Neil Holding. Swings it right to Arkwright. To Graham Liptrot again. Return pass inside to Round. Paul Round going like a bomb. Eric Hughes acting half-back. Moves it left. Inside from Neil Holding there to Haggerty. Just can't get his pass out. Haggerty now. Andy Platt moves it left to Graham Liptrot. Graham Liptrot makes the gap. Just can't get the ball out. Last tackle now to Saints. Ball back to Paul Loughlin. He kicks upfield. Castleford running it. And he's going through. Chapman going through. Good run there by Chapman, but well brought down by Paul Farber. Just inside Saints half. Castleford bringing it left. Dummy, the prop dummy's there. Quick ball. Quick ball inside to Kettridge. Well tackled there. Well smothered tackle. Neil Holding and Sean Allen. I beg your pardon. Mark Bailey and Sean Allen. Great back to receive. Castleford spraying it right. Shot Ruckley up in the line. So it's tackling superb. Bring him down. They've not gained a yard. Last tackle now to Cass. Should imagine they'll give the old up and under. Ruckley there. Cross kick to the corner. Well taken there by Dennis Litherland. Coming forward now, Dennis Litherland. Approaching the 25-yard line now. Neil Holding acting half-back. Neil Holding drinking forward. Sees the gap. And he's just brought down and his ankle's tapped. Oh, and look at that. The man was on the floor and two of them jump on him. Ridiculous. The referee's right there. Saints moving it left now. Castleford tackling, very enthusiastic in the first half here. There's both the second row was getting stuck in, and referee never did anything about it. Referee a linesman. Saints bringing this ball forward now. Sean Allen dummying inside. No, he just keeps out of touch. Good play by Sean Allen there. Mark Bailey brings it left to Neil Holding. Along the line now, Eric Hughes. Graham Littrell, lovely pass off Hughes. Long pass again to Round. Round again, overlap here. Paul Loughlin in the line. Out to Dennis Litherland. Dennis Litherland going down. And such inside to Paul Loughlin. Phil Beaver's just coming up there, just a little too late. Brilliant work by Saints. Right across the line. Saints on the attack now. It's coming across this way again. I can say, shot ball to outright. He'll see the gap. He'll see the gap to Farber. And is the ball loose? Knock on. Brilliant work again by Saints there, Alex, from one way to the other.
Well, once again, although the rain's eased off, consider the conditions. I mean, Saints are playing basketball in these conditions. Marvellous rugby. And the substitution, Doherty for Neil Holding. Tremendous game tonight, Neil Holding. And he gets a shake of the hand from the maestro himself, our coach, Mr. Murphy, who can be well pleased, despite the weakness of the Castleford team, Ron.
Oh, well pleased, well pleased. They're playing well. They put this lad Doherty on now, give him a run. It's his first team debut. He was on the bench Sunday against Salford, but they didn't use him. So let's hope he can have a good game. Castleford bringing the ball forward now. Well in there, Saints, well in. Super tackling. Castleford, no way through for him. Ruckley up in the line. Well tackled by Paul Farber. Horton round the corner. Horton again inside to Fletcher. Fletcher sprays it out again to number 6, Payne. Scrum down on the halfway line. Paul Doherty to feed the scrum. And he penalises him for feeding. Fancy. Castleford take a quick play of the ball. Try to bring it left to Plange. Plange has the ball. Well brought down there. Good tackling there. Castleford number 11 there. Mountain. Back to Plange. Across. Castleford trying to move it right. Create the gap there. Good tackling by Saints. Mountain has the ball again. Castleford now bringing it left, trying to create a gap. Well tackled by Saints. Last tackle now for Castleford. Getteridge with the up and under. Beavers underneath it, well taken by Beavers. Arkwright with the ball through the gap again. Brilliant Arkwright. Ball inside to Andy Platt, it's a post. Doherty gets the ball and he's going under the sticks for his debut try. Brilliant try. Arkwright again. Brilliant today. Chris Arkwright saw the gap Inside ball to Andy Platt, as ever in support. Paul Doherty up in support, and he scoots under the sticks for his debut try. What a dream start for this lad, eh, Alex?
Yes, Ron. Very, very pleasing debut score. He supported well. Man, his legs are fresh. Once again, the provider, Chris Arkwright. Tonight, Arkwright can do no wrong. The gaps are certainly beginning to show in more ways than one. Now, this Castleford team, I think they've had enough now. But Arkwright, well, absolutely incredible. Punching holes all over the field in this Castleford defence.
Yes, true. Lachlan now lining up for this kick. Right in front of the sticks. Will be the 6th of the night. Brilliant team performance tonight. As we keep saying, in atrocious conditions. Lining up now, Lachlan. And he slots it over there. 48 points to 6 now for Saints. As we say, Castleford, they've only got 6 points on the board, and those are dubious circumstances. Saints really taking them to town tonight. But Sean Allen taking the ball. Saints to Paul Farber. Paul Farber coming forward. Graham Littrot acting half-back. Moving it right to Roy Haggerty. Roy Haggerty sees the gap, yes, and round there in support. Well, round still going to Mark Bailey. Mark Bailey, can he go down the touch? Well brought down by Castleford. Saints buying the gaps and everything. Quick play the ball round to Sean Allen. Round again on the reverse. Ball to Chris Arkwright. Round again. Ball out again to Beavers in the line. Brilliant there. Paul Round did the run around twice. Lovely, lovely play by Saints. Castleford won't let him play the ball. Finally gets it away. Over here now, Liptot. Unfortunately, went a bit back. Sean Allen picks the ball up. 30 yards now from Castleford try line. Graham Littrot acting half-back. Going to bring this ball on the short side to Haggerty. Inside to Bailey. Ball goes loose. Liptrot has the ball. Swings it out. Yes, that's okay. Referee says play on. Doherty with the ball. Yeah, lovely short ball from Doherty to Arkwright. Can he outpace the defence? No, he just brought down 10 yards from the line. Last tackle now to Saints. Swing this ball out now. Saints to the right and under the sticks. Andy Platt with a little up and under. Saints driving in. Phil Beavers. Is it Phil Beavers? Yes, a try by Beavers. Look, going Saints' way tonight. I mean, when everything's just going our way tonight. We've just got the bounce of the ball there. Off the rebound, off the Castleford man. Beavers up, off Andy Platt's up and under. Another try to Saints, Alex.
Phil Beavers, that's one of Phil Beavers' strengths, of course, going up for the high ball. Crowd jubilant at the moment. But for me, in that last Saints assault, the most astounding and pleasing factor was Paul Round. I've never seen him pass a ball so much in his life. It's a great dimension for his play. It's absolutely tremendous.
Well, Lachlan now lining up. Just to the left of the post. Unlucky, Lachlan. 52 points to 6 now in Saints' favour. Castleford to kick off. Approximately 14 minutes to go. What score are we going to have at all tonight? Eric Hughes to pick the ball up. No, Mark Bailey, I beg your pardon, Mark Bailey. Clean jerseys and I still can't tell who it is. Saints moving the ball left. Paul Farber going forward. Doherty acting half-back. Brings it left to Liptrot. Liptrot sees the gap. Doherty in support. Lovely ball. He takes a lovely ball off Lippy. Had to put his hand back for it, but takes a lovely ball. Paul Loughlin brings the ball to Arkwright. Right to Lippy. Ball out to Lippy to Paul Round. Unfortunately, he just couldn't get it. A rare mistake from Paul Round tonight. Scrum down now, 25 yards from Saints try line. And the ball's out Castleford side. The first clean scrum we've had of this second half. Castleford trying to be adventurous, lose the ball. Eric Hughes has the ball. Dennis Litherland will be acting half-back. Moves the ball right to Doherty. Ball shot out. All on, still Saints ball. Castleford man going in there, heavy, second tackle. Castleford have the ball, moving it left. Sorry about that little interruption. Couple of aliens on the podium here. Castleford have the ball now, trying to approach Saints line. Moving it right, looking for the gap. Saints tackling superb. Castleford have the ball. Still have the ball. It's shot out there, but Castleford regained it. Bringing it right now. Still moving the ball's still out. Still alive, plunge. Saints ball now. Dennis Litherland. Roundy with the ball, Roundy running forward. Inside ball to Paul Farber. Paul Farber stretches his legs, and he's still going, Farber. Good run by Farber. Good, he's still going. My word, nearly the halfway line. A brilliant run by Farber there. Arkwright plays the ball up to Liptrot. Oh, he did well to hold that ball there. Bit of heavy tackling by Castleford. Forwards. Doherty acting up, brings it right to Arkwright again. Tries to see the gap. Gets the ball out to Andy Platt. Inside to Paul Round. Sees the gap, lovely. Inside to Round. And again, yes. Oh, unlucky to Doherty. Just couldn't get that ball. Brilliant spade work there by Roundy. Well, we're going to bomb, Alex. Approaching Castleford line and looking really...
Well, once again, Paul Round showing his willingness to look for the player in support. I think Castleford will be glad to hear this final whistle in more ways than one.
Yes, I'll say. Scrum down now on the 25-yard line. Castleford put the ball in. Castleford penalised. Penalty free kick to Saints. Doherty, quick play the ball. Move it left to Arkwright. To Eric Hughes. Eric Hughes looking for the gap. Try to get the gap. Good tackling by Castleford. Saints now. Bring it right. Roy Haggerty. Ronnie's no. Beats one, beats two. Still going. Oh! That's a try. Yes, he's given a try. Roy Haggerty went over there, beat 1, 2, 3 men. It looked as though he'd bounced. I think it was all one movement, but the referees give the try. Roy Haggerty gets on the sheet, having one disallowed before. Our top try scorer, Roy Haggerty, at present. That makes his total 20. Good try again, Alex. Good work by Haggerty.
Yes, Ron, Roy fending them off, but there was a slight doubt over a double movement, but I don't think this referee would have got out of here alive if he'd have disallowed it.
Loughlin lining up now. Saints in tremendous form. Loughlin lining up. Yes, that looks a good one. Yes, he slots that between the posts. 58 points to 6 now in Saints' favour. Castleford to kick off now. 8 minutes to go. Yes, the man of the match just been announced. Chris Arkwright. He has had a good game, Chris Arkwright. He's been brilliant, so it's in the gaps and everything. I thought it may have been a toss-up between him and Paul Round, especially Round's been playing well. 3 tries and been brilliant in the loose.
Well, the Saints going for the knockout now.
Yes, Castleford man flat on the ground. The linesman's coming over now. Linesman having a chat to the referee. Who's he bringing out? Graham Liptrot, I think. Having a word with Graham Liptrot, Alex, is that? Well, yes, Graham Liptrot. Yes. And Castleford gets a free kick. 25 yards from Saints line, right in front of the sticks. They elect to play the ball. Castleford driving forward. Good tackling there by Round. Some ferocious tackling tonight. Castleford quick play the ball, driving forward now. Saints going to speak to Paul Farber, is he? Bringing Paul Farber out. Must have seen something in the tackle. Oh, he reckons he's slung one in the tackle. Fancy. Castleford quick play the ball. Obviously no good going for goal. Trying to get some points on the board. Castleford bringing it, try and get inside. Lucky there, scoop the ball up. 10 yards short of Saints line. Only the second time they've been near Saints line. Moving it over to the left, ball going back, they're losing ground all the time. Arkwright there in the tackle. Castleford. Castleford moving it right. Brought forward there, Fletcher on a run. Last tackle now for Castleford. Up and under there, all on Saints line. The ball goes dead. Direct from the kick. 25-yard tap now. Graham Liptrot. There's the ball to Roy Haggerty. Roy Haggerty going like a train. Short ball inside to Doherty. Doherty looking to dummy. Inside to Bailey. Bailey down the wing here. Well tackled by Castleford. Saints on the rampage again. Sean Allen acting half-back. He won't let him play the ball. Yes, he's penalised him. Wouldn't let Bailey get up there. Doherty to kick for touch here now. Gain a few more yards. Got 25 yards now from Castleford try line. Doherty acting half-back to Andy Platt. Andy Platt running hard in. Doherty acting half-back, moving it left here. Graham Liptrot. Liptrot, short ball to Paul Farber. Paul Farber going like a bomb. Unloads the ball to Liptrot again. Liptrot throws the ball out. Haggerty kicks it back. Phil Beavers has the ball. Phil Beavers up in the attack there. Ball going left to Doherty. Graham Liptrot now, acting half-back. Going to move this ball right to Chris Arkwright. Long ball from Arkwright to Mark Bailey. Mark Bailey takes the tackle. There wasn't much room for him here. Ball round, acting half-back, moves it left. The Beavers in the line. Haggerty, lovely ball, quick ball from Haggerty to Arkwright. Breaks through one to Doherty. Doherty on a diagonal run, going like a ball. Lovely ball out there, and well taken there by Dennis Litherland. How we got hold of that, I don't know. It was well taken. But everything's just going right tonight. Just a bit of loose play there. Haggerty has the ball. Dangerous as ever. Still going Haggerty. Unloads this ball. Always looking to unload this ball. Phil Beavers over to Sean Allen. Sean Allen, inside pass to Bailey. Quick ball to Beavers. The ball's still loose. Ball comes back. Paul Round. Paul Round kicks straight over the head. Runs onto the player and brings the full-back down. Brilliant play by Roundy. Following his kick up. Lord running the ball now. Castleford still on their own 25-yard line now. Not much idea. Moving it right now. Inside again. Trying to get the ball. They throw the ball out. It must be a forward pass. Yes. Referee's given the forward pass. Scrum down now. Nearly 25 yards from Castleford line. Over to you, Alex.
Well, this young lad Doherty certainly got some pace on.
Yes, as I say, he's fresh man, but he's shown tremendous pace in these horrible conditions. Saints bringing the ball forward now. Sean Allen unloads to Round in support. Is he in again? Oh, just brought down 15 yards from the try line. Round again in support. Mark Bailey acting half-back. Eric Hughes, it's going across the line. This outright looking for the gap. Gets the ball there. And who's there again? Doherty again, jinking through. Brilliant play by Saints, keeping the ball alive, giving it plenty of air. Still going forward. Liptrot, long ball out to Arkwright. Arkwright looking for the gap. Joe trying to unload. Yes, unlucky there. He tried to unload the ball. Roy Haggerty up in support, but the ball went forward, unfortunately. Scrum down now. 15 yards from Castleford try line. Castleford win the ball. Castleford trying to run forward now. On their own 25-yard line now, bringing the ball right. Ball still out, ball coming left now. Castleford trying to get a consolation try. Loses the ball, Paul Round in there to tackle him. Castleford running forward now. Castleford making the gap, made the break. Castleford running forward, 3-1. Is he in there? It's Plange again. Yes, that's a more creditable try. Good play from Castleford there. Swung it out and Plange under the stick.
Well, I think that was consolation for Cass. Certainly a legitimate try there. Saints' defence rather threadbare, not that it matters at this stage. Castleford certainly displaying their ability to move the ball very quickly.
Yes, it must be all on full time now. As we say, Castleford with the consolation try. Ruckley trying to convert it now. Just to the right of the sticks. And he converts it now. 58 points to Saints, 12 to Castleford. Brilliant team performance by Saints tonight. Put them in good spirits. Strange man, Haggerty to kick off. Castleford running the ball forward. Oh, well done by Saints. Good tackling there. The tackling's been good all night. Castleford now trying to come forward. Well tackled again by Saints. Saints have the ball now. And so we should. We know what to do with it. Saints moving it left now. Doherty along the line. Paul Round coming inside. Paul Round, yes, he's brought through again. This round he's having a brilliant game. Oh, ball on to Doherty. Oh, and he's unlucky. He's just brought down 10 yards short of the try line. Quick play the ball there. Round again, is it? Just brought down. Well, he's having a brilliant game, this Paul Round. Paul Round to play the ball to Doherty. Doherty brings it left. Arky with the ball. Arky looking for the gap. Yes, creates the gap. Ball goes forward. And over in the corner. A rather fortunate try, considering he missed the man, but the backing up was there. And over we go for another try.
Yeah, great pick-up run in these conditions. Looked like Dennis Lilland the scorer. We're not quite sure. I think Coach Murphy will be well pleased with Saints' performance tonight. Despite the one or two star names missing from this Castleford lineup, but Saints have shown them no mercy, but they've also given tremendous entertainment for this crowd tonight.
Yes, Paul Loughlin now lining up, trying to make it 8 conversions tonight. Saints running in 12 tries. Brilliant bit of performance. Lachlan now lining up right from the touch line. And the final hooter goes there now. Brilliant win for Saints. As we say, 12 tries. And also another mention for our little mascot tonight, Kevin Hazelden. Must have been a tremendous match for him, being the mascot, and a tremendous score of 62 points, a final score of 62 points to 12.